Hello and welcome to Gemini Visions. I'm Mrs. Gemini.
And I'm Mr. Gemini.
And today we are doing an overall general reading for the month of September for Capricorn.
Oh yeah.
So if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Check out our other content for you guys.
Right on.
Yeah.
So for these we do a 4-card draw. That's two from each.
Side.
Two from each side. Hey, give me that card back. Let's get a quick shuffle on.
Capricorn. September. Ooh, weird little bridge.
Weird little bridge. I don't want to cross it because it's scary.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Capricorn. Let's see what we got for you for the first division. Oh, well, Cappy.
Nice.
Definitely some foundations going on.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what we got going on.
A sturdy
Yes.
balance.
Sturdy beginning
Ooh.
to your month, which is nice.
Ah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see where this Fool takes you. Ooh, dang.
Okay.
Page of Cups. Mr. Gemini adjusts and then I adjust. If you just watch the video, we're both just kind of adjusting the cards.
It's like I'm trying to feel the energy on it.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
10 of Wands. I like this. I like this, Capricorn. We already know that you're a hard worker. Ooh, we got a double for the 4 of Pentacles. Ah, I see what's going on here. What do you have at the bottom of your deck, Mr. Gemini?
I have the 6 of Cups.
Alright, and I have the 7 of Swords.
So I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale.
And I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. And
to-
also minis.
The mini
to
version.
clarify, because I love this deck
And
so
I'm
much.
using the Hush Tarot to clarify. Ooh.
Let's clarify that Page of Cups. Oh, there it is. It was already coming out. Oh, stuck. The Hierophant.
Whoa.
Look at that. 2 of Swords. I love that.
Oh, I knew it. I didn't even need to clarify it, really.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Oh, and we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck.
I have the 9 of Cups.
So we have 2 Page of Cups on the board, by the way. So definitely something very creative and bold and beautiful.
I already read that the Page of Cups was going to cause you to feel a burden, but something that you will happily complete. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and then I got a clarifier of the Page of Cups is what's causing the 10 of Wands.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just thank you.
Definite confirmation in the card, so that's good. So why don't you get started, Mr. Gemini?
Alright, so with the crowning energy here, 6 of Cups and the 7 of Swords.
Yes.
I would say that something about your past that you feel nostalgic about, where you were sharing and carrying your feelings, has left you in a state of feeling like you need to get away. But on the plus side of that, there is that's judgment, right, over there?
That's Judgment on the bottom.
There is a feeling of a divine judgment that's coming through, that's going to lead you to a 9 of Cups type situation, which is not only being emotionally fulfilled in a lot of ways, but wanting to share that charisma with other people.
Absolutely.
And being willing to sort of, give your emotions freely.
Yeah.
So as we step right into the read here, it is general. But I see you as sitting on a stable amount of wealth here. And you're happy with what you have, and it's a good foundation for everything to come. You want to move forward. You want to, in a lot of ways, grow that. And that's what leads to this 8 of Swords feeling. You feel like you can't.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the world is at your fingertips here. So what I see that's going to happen next is that you're going to take a leap of faith. And I feel like that leap of faith is into a new creative idea that you're going to sort of present to the world. And I feel like you've been waiting to make this decision with the Two of Swords here to clarify that. You've been waiting to take this leap.
Yeah.
And with that, I see that you're going to go the full length with the Page of Cups to your creative idea. You're going to draw up some contracts. You're going to get some trademarks. You're going to get some licenses. You're going to get some paperwork done that makes it possible. And now the Ten of Wands makes more sense now. Because that feels like a burden to you.
A lot of bureaucratic
It feels like a lot of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest,
We have to do it.
we have to do it, but it is shenanigans.
It is.
It's just a bunch of people who want more paperwork about nothing.
Yeah.
Whatever. Ultimately, I see you going through with this concept and putting it into fruition. And I'm going to go off on a limb here and say that it's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't get the Page of Cups twice if it wasn't something, or we wouldn't get the Page of Cups twice if it wasn't something that was worth doing. I do see it as being work-related for this read.
Yeah.
However, if you came here and you're asking a question about a relationship, I see you wanting to take the world in grasp. You already know what you have and you're secure in that.
Yeah.
Now, you are sort of binding yourself to your mind here with this Eight of Swords, and you're feeling as if you shouldn't maybe do something, which is where I think this Two of Swords comes from. You've been waiting to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And to bring this couple up to someone, there's a possibility that this is a person that you want to get engaged to or married to. And to you, it feels maybe like it's a burden on you, or you want to help and share their burden. That's definitely the way it is. You want to offer this love to someone in a beautiful way, and you want to help take the burden off their shoulders. Because with that Page of Cups again right below it, if you did come here asking a love question, I do see that you are going to want to share their burden with them.
Yeah.
And there's a judgment here, and there's a feeling of nostalgia, and there's a feeling of getting away from something in the past that's been torturing you with that Seven of Swords. And you do want, and there is a divine judgment for you to go for that and live in your Nine of Cups position here, which is beautiful. It's almost as good as the Ten of Cups. Only it doesn't involve having a full family yet in a lot of ways. You don't have children with this person yet, but it's a concept that you're willing to deal with. It's a beautiful read. Mrs. Gemini, take it away.
Absolutely. So I definitely feel like this, with the bottom of the deck being the Six of Cups on Mr. Gemini's side and the Seven of Swords on my side, I definitely see you kind of going back to old pain. Like you're going back to it because it feels good to go back to it. Like almost like a connection in your brain, like between two things. One equals pleasure and one equals pain, but that connection is kind of like, it comes into like, it's such a very fine line. So I think that you're a loving, giving person, and I think in the past you've been taken for granted and taken advantage of. And so I think you use that to go about into your new relationships, into it could be business as well, not being treated fairly in your career. But I definitely see you coming in like with this Eight of Wands energy to clarify the Four of Pentacles. I definitely see you not truly being aware of your gifts that are around you. I feel like you are binding yourself to these past events. But I definitely see you coming out of it. I see you 100% saying, you know what, I'm letting it go to the universe. Like Mr. Gemini said, the world is at your fingertips. It's literally the universe saying, give it to me, let me take it. Let me take those worries from you, and let's see where we can go from there. And I think that makes you feel very vulnerable with this Fool card. The Fool doesn't necessarily scream vulnerability to me, but what I mean is you're starting fresh in an idea, in a very idealistic way, which is maybe something new for you. Maybe it's actually going forward with what you want to do. So I see it, not saying that you're not a hard worker and you don't get things done. I'm saying this is the time to let go of those fears and anxieties about where your energy goes, where your genius goes. So, we're really lucky to get the Fool, because it doesn't matter which way you go, at least you're going. At least you're headed towards something that is kind of foreign to you. So I see that coming out in a very creative idea. I think you're trying to create this stability in your life, but you've done all the other ways. You can see this with the Page of Cups. I know it means creativity and learning creativity and things like that, but he has a mess around him. It took some work for him to get to where he is as a creator. So that being said, I think going inwards with this Hierophant and really clearing up that energy that you have within inside of yourself, and kind of just calming that matter of this is okay, or maybe not being so manic about the way that you're doing it, being very bold and courageous. And that's what I see with this Ten of Wands. I see you being very, like, the act of carrying 10 wands is a very heroic and courageous act. I see it as you are doing it for other people. You're not just doing it for yourself. So I see if you are coming into a business or into a new job, you chose this because you know that you want to be that happy person for your family. You know that you want to be the best version of yourself for your family. And that's clarified by the Page of Cups again. That's Mr. Gemini said that's why he asked Spirit what's causing this Ten of Wands, and it's definitely this Page of Cups. I definitely see you're taking on a lot of responsibility to have your fulfilling life that you want, and that's not so much you're already financially stable with this Four of Pentacles, but I definitely see you coming out with a new lease on your life, a new lease on what direction you want to go, because you have to do it for you and the people that you love. So, and if you're coming into a relationship, if you're going into a relationship, I think you're finding somebody who is, you're definitely, like Mr. Gemini said, you're definitely willing to share these burdens with them, which might be the first time you ever felt that way about somebody. Like, it can be really hard for single parents to meet people, because a lot of people see children as a burden. So, and I don't mean that in any harsh, you're welcome to do whatever you want with your life. Or they want to have children with their partner. So if there's any single mothers out there, first off, shout out to you. You're wonderful and you do a great job.
You are the bomb.com.
Yeah, there's like no one else can do it like you. And single dads out there, you guys friggin' rock, and I'm so happy that you.
If you're a single dad and you're out there getting it.
Yeah, so happy.
Frickin' kudos, brother.
Mm-hmm. But I definitely see a lot of love and a lot of creativity in working through your predicaments. You're working through it because you know it's the right thing to do. Now, we also have the Judgment card on the bottom of my mini deck, and we have the Nine of Cups. Is that the Nine of Cups
yeah,
over
that's
there?
Nine of Cups,
all right.
yeah.
It's upside down. And the Nine of Cups over on Mr. Gemini's clarifying deck. So you're coming to this point in your life where you're just so fulfilled. You're ready to share it with the people that you care about, and you're ready to do it in your own way. And that's how I see it with the Judgment card. I see you, doing it in the way that Capricorn wants to do it, because you've tried other ways before, and why hasn't it worked out for me, or why don't I feel fulfilled in this certain way? And it's truly because you have to do your own thing. You have to find that creative idea within yourself on how you can live that life. That could be new business ideas. That could be a new relationship. That could be even putting yourself out there to be in a relationship. All Right. Our cats love boxes, especially our recycle box. So he looked so ashamed.
He did. He looked right at you with his shame. He was like,
So, but I definitely, I see a lot of, I think you're taking the work on the back burner. Like, I see a lot of responsibility, but I think you're taking, like, work life, like, you're very stable in your work life. This could be a part-time position that leads into that happiness that you're looking for. And it can be a lot of responsibility to be everything that you're supposed to be, quote unquote, supposed to be as an adult, or as a human. So I see you coming out of it and you come out stronger. You're going to come out with like a six-pack. Like a six-pack and like massive biceps. Like you're going to be so...
don't take that literally. If
yeah, but you're
yeah.
going to become so strong internally. But I'm just talking about the guy, you know, carrying 10 wands. Like that must be... That's not... It could be a burden if you want it to be a burden.
Yeah,
Don't let it be a burden.
What's brilliant about the Ten of Wands in a lot of ways is that you already have the strength to carry those burdens. And on the same note, 10 is a number of completion, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel where the weight is not going to be as heavy. So the Ten of Wands to me doesn't feel like it's an accomplishment. It's not like a challenge. I gotta feel overburdened. No, it's an accomplishment because you have a lot to do, but you do it in stride and with precision and passion, and you do it the same way that you've always done it. Absolutely. And Capricorn, the sign of career, I believe.
Yeah, father
figure.
Yeah, work, very hard work.
Very hard working, always trying to climb to the top. If you're coming into this asking a question about work, believe in your intuition, believe in your spirit that's telling you that you should be doing it, because your creative idea is going to push you to that next level. It's going to push you to that next level. And it's going to end up being a beautiful thing for you.
And you're definitely going to be taking on some more responsibility for, but again, you're willing to do this. It's going to take a lot during this month of September. It's going to take a lot from you, but you're going to be so willing and driven. It's not really going to take a toll on your psyche. You're literally going in the right direction.
Right. In a lot of ways, that Ten of Wands, and I know we're hung up on it right now, in a lot of ways, getting to that Ten of Wands is also getting to a point where you realize that you can start doling those tasks out a little bit.
Yeah, so it could definitely be a good, like, starting your own business with your idea. You know, taking on
definitely
everything
taking on an ownership or a managerial role.
Yeah, taking on everything at first and then realizing, well, you know, if I am a manager, I'm supposed to, you know, help these other people manage themselves, right?
Yeah,
so not so much micromanaging where you tell people to do what to do, but you know, teaching them how to do it. But you still have to have all that knowledge first.
For those of you in a relationship, and you're not asking about a brand new relationship, I see a lot of things about new love here. I don't see a lot of things about current love. No. And that's the Page of Cups talking to me directly. If you are in a relationship, however, Spirit has told me that there will be a sort of rekindling of an emotional connection with each other, and that's going to help to take some burden off of you. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading, and I'm so excited that Mrs. Gemini's let me draw an animal spirit card.
There's so much. I love the animals on this card.
I do love the cards. They remind me of a...
we're such animal people, too. Like, we look for them.
They remind me of a children's book about animals. Like, that's been hand illustrated.
Oh, yeah. Like an encyclopedia almost.
Yeah, like it's hand illustrated throughout the whole thing. It's not just pictures of animals. Cappy, cappy, cappy. El Capitan.
A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. And I kind of, you know, it's funny, I see that with the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords over here. I think you're just really ready to give, you know, even with this Ten of Wands, you're just ready to be able to be the giver and be the person who can take care of the people that they love.
I'm going to come at you 100% Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn moon. I'm actually 4 ways of Capricorn. And for you, I have drawn my favorite animal, the moose. So with it is my favorite. Shut up!
Whatever.
The moose is the best animal because it has a peanut-shaped head and it also has ridiculous antlers. So deal with it. It's like a horse, camel, deer hybrid. So they're the best. Okay. So the moose, with self-reliance and measured patience, adversity will be overcome.
Absolutely.
So since I spoke so much and Mrs. Gemini spoke so much about the Ten of Wands, if there is an overburdened adversity, you're going to get over it, man. You're going to get right over it, or miss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're going to come right over the top of it. And you know what? You have Mr. Gemini's blessing.
Yes. And I also see this a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So that's also earth energy as well. So I see, if we want to go back to the Ten of Wands because we're so obsessed with it, I think it's definitely, you're taking on a lot of responsibility. It's time to, like Mr. Gemini said, it's time to dish it out. It's time to find those people you're willing to share those with. I don't necessarily see that happening in the month of September. I think that's going to be more down the line. But you're definitely coming into something that's stable, that's going to bring in a lot of growth. It's a lot of passion, love, for sure. Definitely, you're learning a lot of love about yourself and other people. No, you can't eat that.
Awesome, guys.
Yes.
It's a great read. Personally, it resonates with me a little bit, and I like it. Give us a like.
And a subscribe.
Go to our channel and check out some of our other content. We'd be so happy to see you there.
Absolutely.
Good luck out there, Capricorn.
Bye, guys.